Hello there, Aries. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for August 14th through the 20th of 2023. Thank you very much. So we have a new moon in the sign of Leo this week. And this new moon can bring about, of course, new moons bring about new, fresh energy. And fresh sense of well-being, perhaps for some of you. Maybe you are inclined, especially in the sign of Leo, to try something new, to create something, to follow. Is there something you're passionate about, something you've been dreaming about, right? Leo energy is very action oriented, loves to take some initiative and likes to get out there a little bit. So have some fun, follow some passions, pick up something creative, right? We all have different ways of creating, right? So whatever works for you. And the new moon energy, of course, is that time to take that initiative, right? Those first steps towards something. But the couple of days leading up to it might be a little bumpy. So work with the dark moon energy right before the new moon, and this can really help you to clear out something, maybe some blocks. Maybe you've just been feeling a little bit down in the dumps. Maybe you're feeling kind of a heavier energy. We've had a bumpy ride for the last little while, right? So it's a great time to kind of wipe the slate clean, give things back to the universe, right? And have that fresh start, that fresh energy, right? Clear the air with people in your lives as well, perhaps, all right? But clearing the air, indeed, we do have the Tower coming in here for you, front and center, right at the beginning of your week. We also do have a 7 of Swords and a 10 of Swords. So I feel like some of you here might be on the cusp of some sort of breakthrough. You might be discovering some information. You might be stumbling across some information. And this is a big energy where something may blow up, or you just get that huge aha moment, like a jolt of lightning coming down through your crown chakra. And this is where you just get this, oh my goodness, I understand now. Or, oh my goodness, this is the information I need to move me forward. Or if you've been suspicious about something, right? We do have a 7 of Swords. If you've been suspicious about something, you could possibly stumble across some information that confirms what you have been feeling, right? But when we do get the Tower, this is something sudden and unexpected. Sudden, unexpected change. This is where we get surprises. But this also is where we do let something go. Now, and with the new moon and the dark moon energy we've got at the beginning of your week, this might be where you are just giving something back to the universe. You're like, this isn't working for me. Please take my troubles. Please take my worries. Please take my fears, right? I want to have a better way of looking at things or doing things or, believing in things, right? So this could be where quite the catalyst moment for you, quite this turning point for some of you, where you're shedding the old and you're welcoming the new. Now, this can be something on a spiritual level. It can be something emotional. It can even be something physical, right? You're letting go of something that has not been working for you for a while. And even if all you're doing is making positive change with some daily habit, right? Or your belief systems could be changing, or you could just wake up one morning and go, I've procrastinated long enough. Today is the day I'm going to do something. I'm going to make a decision. And possibly for some of you, you might just be kind of blowing up certain things in your life. And when we look back through our lives, we can quite often pinpoint those Tower moments. I've done it multiple times, where it's just something builds and builds and builds and builds. And then boom, something's got to give, right? Something's got to explode, kind of like a dam that's like filled to the brink, right? So eventually it's going to spill the banks. And that's kind of what the Tower does bring in. Can it bring in some chaos? Yes. Can it bring in some uncertainties? Yes. Can it bring in an energy where you just feel like, I'm really uncertain about what's going on, but I'm kind of hopeful for the future, right? So yeah, it can bring in some challenges, but it's usually because something's been building up to the point where it's got to go, right? It's got to break, right? That dam has to give way. So whatever that looks like to you. Now, because we do have the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords coming in here, you might be coming to the realization here that there might be somebody in your life that, you know what, this relationship isn't going to go any further. Or you are getting something out in the open that's been bothering you for a while. And it's really important sometimes for us to, to get something out in the open because we've been stifling it. We've been keeping it suppressed. And when we get things out in the open, it's like a big release. So that Tower for some of you can represent something changing in your world. And it's like, oh my goodness, things aren't going to be the same after today. And that can be really beneficial for you once the dust settles, right? Or it can actually initiate some change on your part. But this is where we get things out in the open and we get clarity, right? We also get a deeper understanding about things. So some of you are making a very difficult decision, and this Tower energy can happen at any time. So maybe there's something you've been percolating on for a while, okay? Or maybe there's something that's just going on in your environment, and this is causing you to kind of question some things around you, and you either can figure out your next steps, your next best way forward, or you can stick with something for a little bit and see what happens afterwards. So you could come in on Monday morning and your company restructures, boom, Tower moment, right? Or your old way of working or whatever, or your old boss isn't there anymore, or whatever it happens to be. Once the dust settles, right, things can possibly turn around for you in a better way. If not, boom, you're making some important decisions there. But it is important to know people don't love getting the Tower. And they don't love getting, something like the Death card, things like that, right? But the thing is with the Tower, things quite often do come to that catalyst moment where something's got to give, right? And once something does happen, yes, we got to deal with the aftermath. But the basic thing is that whatever is being blocked, restricted, whatever that negative energy is, whatever that buildup of energy is, it's released and it's making way for something newer and better. We're left with our foundation, our wisdom. We're left with certain things in our lives, right? The important things, but all the fluff and flutter that didn't matter, that was cluttering our space, is gone, right? And so it does leave us sometimes a little bit of a sense of uncertainty. So there might be just something going on this week where you are either the mastermind of your own Tower moment, right? And something just gets to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I got to deal with something. I've got to talk about something. I've got to get something out in the open, or it can be something in your environment, but it's something that had to change. Okay. So expect the unexpected when the Tower card does come out. And let's face it, this is a weekly reading, so we can kind of dial it down a little bit for some of you because we do have the new moon energy, because we do have the dark moon energy, and we also have the sun making that harmonious connection to the north node, which brings in an element of fate and destiny. There may be something going on that's actually beyond your control, but something in your intuition told you that there was something going on, or you've been feeling that there's something about to shift. And so it's part of you and your week, and just something that is meant to happen. So sometimes all we can really do is just kind of center and ground our energy, take that step back and say, okay, let's see what happens. I'm just gonna, take my time. I'm gonna open up my energy a little bit, and I'm just gonna observe. So first you observe before making any kind of big decisions or anything like that if something is not you're doing, right? But we do have the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So what this can actually be is a catalyst moment where you all of a sudden make a decision. Because the Ten of Swords can be an ending, a painful one, okay? Or it can be where you are at the end of the road, the end of your rope. And this can be where you have to make a very difficult decision on where to go next, because wherever you are right now, it's not really doing it for you, right? Especially with the Seven of Swords that's here as well. So this can be you trying to figure things out. And in that element of trying to figure things out and get your thoughts in order and trust your ability to make the right decision for you, we've got this boom Tower moment in there. And it's like, aha, I see the light. So you might just be getting some major clarity around something this week, but it's a benefit for you, right? It doesn't feel like it necessarily at the time, and it may be very painful experience for some of you, right? Because sometimes when we get clarity, we see the truth, and sometimes the truth does hurt, but the truth will also set you free. So expect the unexpected, expect maybe a little bit of bumpy energy this week, but this is your opportunity here to turn things around, to get the clarity that you need, and to make a decision on something. So sometimes when we procrastinate too long, that's when Spirit gives us a tower moment as well. It's something to propel us forward and get us out of our comfort zone, which is really what that is, right? The tower is here to help you get out of your comfort zone, because our comfort zone isn't always that comfortable, right? And it's just what we're used to, right? It doesn't mean it's good. So you're being encouraged to get out of that comfort zone, or to even just recognize what is holding you back. We've got the Knight of Swords. So action, okay? The Knight of Swords is your advice from Spirit. And the Knights are always on a quest. So this night on this particular quest may be that there is some news, some information, something being communicated to you. So there might be a messenger. The Knight of Swords, kind of like that Pony Express energy, right? Where they ride into town, drop off a letter, drop off some messages, and then boom, they book it out of there. So there could be a person or something that happens that delivers you some information, some news. It might be something internal within you. You might get some signs around, whatever that happens to be, but there could be a delivery of some kind, and this can really help you. It might make you uncomfortable, but it can help you make a crystal clear decision. All right. And it can get you unstuck if you've been feeling unstuck, right? So, whatever area of your life is, just take that step back. Where are you feeling stuck? Where are you feeling down? Where do you feel as though, you need to make some change, but you haven't quite gotten there yet, right? So this can be a very big turning point for you here. But the Knight of Swords is also a call to action. Take action. Right? Because this energy here, right? Other than the tower, right? So this is breaking free, right? Even though it feels as though things are crumbling, right? Or things need to, but we need to take action. And, when we are indecisive, when we're going around in circles, right? We're not getting anywhere. So this Knight of Swords is really Spirit saying, you know what to do. Time for action, time to take some initiative, time to make a decision and go for something, right? Just get yourself out of that comfort zone. And sometimes things aren't as bad as what we built them up to be, right? Because this can just be opening you up to a new way of thinking, being, or doing, and in a very positive way, right? But the Knights are always successful as well. So believe in yourself, whatever it is that you're up to this week. Believe in yourself. Put on that air of confidence. Remember, you're always protected and guided. The Knights wear a suit of armor. And in this advice from Spirit's like, I got your back. So whatever's going on, whatever is shaking up, whatever surprises you've got, whatever you're challenged with this week, right, you're guided and you're protected. But the great thing here is we got the Queen of Coins, and the Queen of Coins is your blessings position. So this can be where things fall into place for you in a really positive way. This might be a person that is helping you to achieve your goals and dreams. This can be a person who can bring you some information or the resources that you need. The queens are very helpful, especially the Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So there could be a very, very helpful person around you this week. This can also be your energy. Being open, being receptive, staying grounded, right? Always important to ground your energy when we got that tower, right? But this can be you nurturing yourself, doing what is right for you, right? This can also be where you are rising to the top of a challenging situation, right? And why? Because you're calm, cool, collected in that Queen of Coins energy. This can bring in some abundance into your life, some confidence into your being, okay? Or you're just like, I'm cool as a cucumber. I know what's going on. I'm confident in myself. I know what I need to do, but I'm just going to take things in stride. I'm going to just be very open and accepting in my energy, and I just know that things will work out the way they're meant to work out. This Queen of Coins energy is very down to earth, very open, and very calm. in this energy, but also very resourceful. All right, so you might be just tapping into your resources this week and you find exactly what you're looking for, whether it's some knowledge, whether it's something in your material world, or whether it's just something within you. You're finding what it is that you're looking for, and that's the great thing about this energy. Okay, so there might be chaos, but you are down to earth, cool as a cucumber. All right, but again, you might have some helpful person around you that may open doors for you, or they might have some advice for you, or maybe they just are a calming influence on you in your week ahead. We'll get your final message, and before I hold up the card, I just find that it's so interesting how this has come out for you here, because we do have, I'll just let you have a look at that for just 1 second. So we've got a horse, right? The horse, the carousel horse. What does that typically represent? Sure, maybe some fun and some childhood and things like that, but it represents something that goes around and round, round in circles, right? And we've got wild stallion that's up there, horse, right? Just like this knight that's on a quest. So this energy is about a breakthrough. The tower can be a breakthrough. So symbiotic kind of energy coming through in your reading. So the merry-go-round horse there, that carousel horse, represents something going on in your life where you're spinning your wheels, you're going around in circles, you're not getting anywhere, right? It's like around and around and around we go. So with this horse breaking free, this is a breakout energy to follow your goals and your dreams, to make the decision, to get unstuck from wherever you've been feeling stagnant or lost, or wherever you've been feeling as though you've been going around in those circles. This is an energy where you get out of a rut, you go and have some fun, or you just make some incredibly positive change in your life, whether it's something internal, right, or something in your external world, right? So break free, break out, right? And it brings in this energy of excitement. It can also bring a little bit of chaos, right? Because quite often when we are breaking free of something, it creates a little bit of instability, but then the dust settles and we're feeling good. Right? So whether you've been in your comfort zone or whether you've been afraid of something, whatever it happens to be, expect some sort of breakthrough in your week ahead. And this really does help move you forward in a wonderful direction. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. I hope you have a great week. If you enjoyed your reading, please don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I thank you guys so very much for watching. And by the way, I almost forgot to mention, I do have finally a contest going on throughout the month of August. And this is a contest to win a free personal reading with me. And so all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, and in the comment section down below, just type in, I am abundant. Okay, that is your keyword for this. I am abundant. And with the Queen of Pentacles, you are abundant anyway. So put that in there. We'll go through the month of August, and then probably right around Labor Day, first weekend of September is when I will announce the winner. So thank you for watching, guys. I will see you later. Bye.